And ladies and gentlemen, game number 2 of this best of 3. Will 3X win and secure their spot in international finals, or will Rain force us to a decider? That's what we're going to find out. For the side of Rain, we have got Daring, Gdansk, Lejheru, Napoli, Minnow, Petro, Marseille, Schlieffen, and Kremlin. For the side of 3X, we have got Minnow, Ragnar, Marseille, Stalin, Marseille, Preußen, and St. Vincent.
Give me freedom or give me death.
So some interesting strategies here we'll talk about because yeah, these are very intriguing. Some differences than normal. So, as we look in, Kremlin, Schlieffen versus Preußen, St. Vincent. Schlieffen and Preußen fulfilling similar roles. Kremlin versus St. Vincent. Kremlin's going to tank. St. Vincent going to be there to just slap. And it will slap a lot of Rain's cruisers. Then for the cruisers, a heavy setup here for 3X. Double Stalingrad, triple Marseille, Minnow, and a Ragnar versus the more standard setup for Rain. That's a lot of health to burn through. You look at that difference. It's 122,000 difference in health to start. So we're going to watch the setup and see, but this is a different look than anything I've seen from 3X. And so, as we watch in here, the setup here, I mean, you can see very heavy push for 3X towards C. They want to take C and then run over it. They're going to send the Marseille's Minnow Ragnar out wide. And it's being countered by a very heavy push for Rain towards A. The challenge is just burning down all that health. Like, that's a lot of health to have to burn down. Expect to see the Daring back into B. I mean, they have a Stalingrad Raider, but that's it. But yeah, this is just we're going to take CV and then say, you can't crack the nut of our defense because of the fact that we just have so much health. And it's not a bad plan at all. It really isn't a bad plan at all. It just depends on how quick you get stuff. Because you can see, like, the St. Vincent already very aggressive. And this is going to be a shock here to Rain in a second. And this is what makes 3X so good, is just running these constant strategies. Stalingrad of Ikea won't spot anything. Obviously, the Daring will be well in detection for the Stalingrad of Blood Legend, but they don't have shot line right now. Now, if Antaro keeps backing up, he'll spot the St. Vincent push. If he doesn't, they won't. And this is going to be Napoli and Gdansk are just cut off at this point. Like, Napoli and Gdansk, they are going to have a straight line cut off unless you somehow kill the St. Vincent, which I doubt you're going to be able to do that quick. Now, early cap will go in favor here of Rain. St. Vincent does stop. They are really just waiting and setting up for the push. This is going to be a straight push. So what's happening here, St. Vincent, Stalingrad are just waiting. Ragnar, Minnow, Marseille are just going to push straight on them. And I like the aggressive push Rain is doing, but how quick can they counter? They spot the Napoli. 1 Marseille opens up, 2 Marseille opens up. Smoke goes up. They don't know the Ragnar and Minnow yet, and that's the danger here. And you can see the Stalingrad starting to move up. He's going to make sure he takes C before he gets spotted and then push. But yeah, this is potentially very brutal. Marseille will not take a torp. And how long until Rain figures this out? Because we're about to have a flipped map state. We are literally about to have a flipped map state here. Problem for the Napoli is the Napoli's just dead. Napoli cannot get out of this if the Ragnar keeps him spotted. The Gdansk won't catch anything with the radar because the Ragnar's sitting outside of it. Napoli, Lulu's gone. He does not have a chance. Now, they'll realize here's the full realization except for the Ragnar. And they know actually, except for the Minnow, because they know the Ragnar. But yeah, here's the full realization. Shots in, down to 48k. This is where the Napoli being able to tank does help. But that's a realization of, oh crap, that's how much they got on that side. And so now comes the challenge for Rain to counteract. They're up 34 points and it'll climb. You see, it really does come down to this playing around B. How long does the Napoli survive? When does the Marseille get spotted the other side? They chunk the Ragnar. They know the Minnow's there. They know what's up there, but it's just Napoli's in radar. He's already lost a torp tube completely. He's going full speed away, but he's going to take a lot there. He is getting a really good salvos out here on the Ragnar. I mean, he forces the heal out of the Ragnar already. But it's just, that's a lot, and you don't have a way out. Lulu knows this, I think, at this point. Which is why he's busy taking as much as he can on the Ragnar, saying, hey, that's the biggest threat. Let's take the shots on that. Because it really is just, he's dead. He's down to 3,000. He doesn't have DCP. He doesn't have heal. He does get the Ragnar again for a bit, but this shot from the Marseille should do it. There's the fire. That's the confirm because he won't get the heal up. He gets one more salvo out. First blood does go to the side of 3X. Shots in on the Ragnar does get him down to 19k again, but there's that first one. And they still haven't spotted the Marseille of fast motion out there. But now here comes the second challenge for 3X. You've executed successfully. You've built the health lead up to 180k. But now you've got to take the caps because you still don't have the caps. Also, watch this. This could be a really intriguing one. If they realize where Blood Legend is, which Antaro might. Stalingrad has no way... No, they don't. I'm going to say, if they know Stalingrad's down there, you can easily send a ship there. You could send the Daring there, but they don't, so they're going to duck the Daring back in. RPF is going to tell them that he's down there. They just don't know where. Does Marseille have RPF on him? Marseille does not. But Heru did, and that should have tracked the Marseille for a while before switching to the Stalingrad. So they're just going to keep chasing each other. Like I said, here comes the challenge in. Ragnar's already used a heal. Lulu did do a good job there, but here comes the counter push behind with John, Point, and Kinnymod. They'll spot the Marseille because they got the Gdansk up there. Here comes the shots from the Schlieffen. Schlieffen not spotted. Looks like shots are a little bit ahead. They are. But here come the secondaries, and Dastard taking advantage and sitting in a spot where he's hard to detect. Forces the Stalingrad Raider out. Stalingrad Raider will catch him and the Daring. And so Dastard takes some damage. I mean, the Gdanska's continuing to slowly work back and try to track. But this is looking really, really not good for Rain. I mean, B now being contested will stop the points gain. And like I said, C, you look at this, C is locked. There is no way you get to C. Marseille spot each other, but there's a Preußen going out there to help, and unless Malamu gets some really good damage, which he may. Now, one thing I do like is that Lucar is firing the HE. Because you want to get those fires, but Preußen coming in. Lucar turning it out. He's going to take some damage right here. Down to 39k. Shots in on the other Marseille, taking him to 60k. He's healing. They're both healing, but faster motion in a better spot. Kremlin not spotted, though. And so, like I said, this becomes a contest at B. And so you've got to hold back this Minnow Marseille challenge. But I don't know if you can. You can see the attempted burn down starting on both Stalingrads, but that is a lot of health to burn down. You need citadels right there. You don't get them. You get damage, but you don't get citadels, and you need those citadels. I mean, Minnow of 4 spotted. Minnow of 4 down to 800. Minnow of 4 gone. Doesn't even get a heal off. And ladies and gentlemen, 3X is absolutely rolling this game. With a strategy I just don't think Rain was ready for. And that's not a knock on Rain. Like I said earlier, 3X comes in with so many strategies ready that they're ready to run different ones all the time, which is why they're so successful. Because they come in ready to run these different strats, and so it's internationals, and they're pulling out a strat that I haven't seen from anyone yet. And so as we move on here and look, I mean, you can see the shots coming on the Preußen, but Dastard just about to get absolutely slapped. That health lead is at 180k again. Marseille of Lucar having to sit there and, oh, 15k'd right there by the Preußen. It just becomes a, there's so much health to burn through. I don't see how you burn through it. They're trying to get Blood Legend out, but they're going to put the shots in. He only takes 6k. Schlieffen dodges. You can see him dump the Torps here. He knows he's going down here, so he's dumping the Torps quickly. Dastard goes down. That makes it a 100-point lead for the side of 3X. The only thing they're not winning on is score timer, and that's just because they're not in B right now. I do like this, though. I really do like that the Daring's going around. They're going to use the Daring to go around and make sure to eliminate Blood Legend. Kremlin chases the Preußen, and yeah, Blood Legend will just die here. His guns are not prepped for this at all. And they have no way to get his guns turned in time. He drops one set, he drops 3 in, and then he's actually, because of that Torp, he doesn't even need to drop more. Rain fighting it back, I mean, still 100,000, they're back up. He needs to get another one of those, though, if they want any chance. I mean, the Kremlin is losing to the Preußen. The Marseilles are... Faster Motion actually is losing that fight. He doesn't have DCP. And it looks like that's where the focus is just trying to kill off Faster Motion here. Because then they just turn the Marseille straight in, and they might get him right here. 3,500, doesn't have a heal for another second. He should get that off. Frantically hammers the heal button. But one more salvo will do it. He doesn't have DCP. He's on double fire. It's literally holding him steady here. Kremlin, 14 seconds. Does this kill? Kremlin down to 6,000. This might kill him. He gets the DCP. It depends on these Marseille shots. If these Marseille shots connect properly, they do. Malamu goes down. Daring Aventaro gets absolutely chunked, but he does take the St. Vincent out and buys them some more time. Antaro with 2 brilliant plays. And he might get a third here. Oh, wow. There's no DCP for that right now. He does get a third. Antaro, if the Reigns somehow wins this game, which they shouldn't, let's be clear. They should not win this game at this stage of the game with what's left. If they somehow win this game, it is 100% because of Antaro. Preußen looks like he's going down. Does the... Petro gets off one more salvo. That might just make the difference there. Yeah, Preußen's going to go down. Rain really trades it well back. The challenge is just the cap deficit. And so you got to get the Marseille up. Stalingrad, though, using his second to last heal. Marseille's going to turn in. This will be cap stoppage. But it's going to be... It's going to be tight on timing, and if the Stalingrad goes down, if Lucar gets the Stalingrad here, which has got to be the play, you don't win by taking C. The play's got to be get the Stalingrad. If Lucar gets the Stalingrad, Rain pulls this out. There's the first cap stoppage, but that still is only going to make it, and is it a win? It is just barely a win. It is just barely a win with 3 minutes left. They'll take the caps, and that will probably do it because I don't think they get the resets on any of the ships in there. They're certainly trying to get the resets. I mean, they get the Marseille, that'll reset, but that's not the one that's really doing it. And they know it's a desperation now. You can see Bison. Bison down to 11,000, just trying to... He's trying to reset as frantically as possible. He needs a hit right here. If these shots don't hit, he gets the hit. That buys them time. And Marseille going for C, but C by itself is not enough. Bison retreating out. 7,000 health, 6,000 health. Remember, he has no heals. He has no DCPs. Watch the Marseille here as well. Marseille takes 1 torp. He takes 2. And he's flooding out. He is flooding out, ladies and gentlemen. Rain dragging themselves, or attempting to drag themselves to victory here. This gets very spicy. This gets very spicy, especially as soon as this guy gets into C here. With 2 minutes left. And that 1 is theoretically enough. And so... Rain has a shot. They're going to take that cap. There's no way for them to stop the C cap. Is the C cap enough to stop the points? The points is 2 every 3 seconds. So they're going to be gaining 2 points every 3 seconds. There's a minute 43. We'll see where it is as soon as this stops. We'll have an idea. It's going to be tight, though. It's going to be real tight. They're going to need to get someone in there in the next minute 35. I don't think it's going to be enough. No, it won't be enough. Quick math says I don't think it's enough. No, I'm wrong. Or no, I am right. My math is right, and wow. There's no way Rain sneaks his way. Marseille speed boosting. He's going to come around the backside, but how close is it going to be? So it's a minute 13. Okay, so there's going to be 60 points grabbed once it hits a minute. 60 points grabbed once it hits a minute. And so it's a minute. They're going to be at 9:20. So he needs to get into that cap for basically 10 seconds. Marseille is watching back. He'll see Kinnymod coming in here. He'll know about Kinnymod. He'll have that advantage. He knows he has to stop it. He needs to prevent Kinnymod from getting into that cap. 38 seconds left. Can he make it there in time? It's going to be really tight on if he makes it there in time to stop it. He starts to move forward. It's going to be so tight here. He needs approximately, it's down to 40 points. This is going to be skin of teeth. I don't think they do it. Ladies and gentlemen, Rain is going to pull this out by the narrowest of margins. Rain wins this game, a game they probably had no justification to win. They are going to win, and this is going to be a tie series. We're going to a game 3. What an absolute stunner of a game.